Hello there, fellow indie acolytes. How are you all doing today? Welcome to the Indie Spotlight, the third one for this week, and the final one for a little bit of time. I'm in the process of moving house, which will be at the beginning part next week, and I imagine the internet's not going to be installed for who knows how long, so there's going to be a little bit of a gap before the next Indie Spotlight stream. Either way, this one is a little bit of a special one because it's Madorica Real Estate. This is a game I played when it first came out, and I fell in love with it. Not a big puzzle fan myself, but this is something special. It kind of encourages pen and paper kind of puzzle solving, which I have here, just in case I need. Hopefully in the first hour or so, which is what I'm going to be playing today, I'm not necessarily going to need it. If you go to the website as well that's shown on the title screen, which you've just seen there, you can actually print out the floor plans for each level, and then you can write specific clues for each rooms, and you can really kind of build into this kind of puzzle solving experience, which is what I did the first time, and I definitely recommend it because that's certainly how the game is supposed to be played. There we go, so they're recommending that you download the floor plans, which means that the game's not particularly as enjoyable portable, I suppose, because if you're doing it in a portable experience, you're probably not going to have pen and paper to hand, let alone the floor plans. But it does kind of get around that. You can view the floor plans and then you just kind of have to memorise. So I have beaten the game and got everything. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to play through the game and play through the levels in order. I could pick whatever, but I'm not going to. I'm going to start from the start, even the tutorial stuff, because honestly, I played this game, I think it said 2018 on there, so probably about 2 years ago, maybe longer if it was early 2018, so it has been a while. I do get the general gist of it, but there you go. Oh, no stress. I don't know what no stress is. That's new. I had to download an update before I played this, so maybe it was an addition. Let's try no stress and just see what that's all about, because I honestly have no idea. Anyway, so the town's been haunted by evil spirits, you're a real estate agent, and the president of Madorica Real Estate has magic powers. So, it's the only real estate agent that provides houses that are not haunted. President Madorica stays in the shadows. Starting from your first day, you're required to excise evil spirits. If you study the tips on the wall, you may be able to use magic. It seems like she wants you to cut your teeth on this ghost. The president loves to say that you'll cross that bridge when you get to it. Right, so this is the Villa of Beginnings. Okay, so no stress is an infinite time limit. I guess that solves that mystery. The time limit doesn't necessarily seem to be a problem though, to be honest, so there you go. Anyway, let's look around. So here's a ghost, and we've got this close their eyes. Oh, sorry, no. These close their eyes, pressing the bumper buttons. Pressing A. Oh yeah, you have to close your eyes, and then you type stuff, like that. You lose seconds by fucking up. I'm remembering all now. Right, anyway, you can zoom in by using the triggers, and then you have to use that. So anyway, pick the first spirit, look around, you got your map, your menu. So that's the menu, that's the map, X for hints. Press the A button, release the R button. So there we go, so nice easy one, the spell is literally just the A button. So that's just teaching us how to cast spells. Well hey, I'm just going to play normal mode, to be honest. The time limit is not really an issue. I honestly don't remember if it's an issue, but I don't think so. I don't recall at least. These tutorial ones, I probably don't even need pen and paper, but we'll see. So enter the spell with the Joy-Con. So A, B, X, Y. So close, A, B, X, Y. And that'll walk us to room 202. So if we look, we've got a bunch of different maps, so that'll do. We've got some spells on here, which is kind of giving us clues. So we've got up, right, down, left, which presumably, yeah, there we go. Up, right, down, left. It's actually telling us all the different codes and stuff on the map already, but they are the tutorial ones. So this one, simple puzzle, we've got numbers above the buttons, which will tell us our order. So we want to do Y, X, B, A. So do Y, X, B, A. And we can walk to room 2, 4. And this one is the same thing again, but a bit more complicated. We've got left, X, right, A. I'm gonna write this fucking down. So I've got my pen's not working properly. Left, X, right, A, down, Y, B. Right, let's whack that code in then. Left, X, right, A, down, Y, B, up. And we walk to 205. Right, so here's our dude. Any clues on here? So we've got Y and then 1. So we've got 1 Y, 2 Y. Oh, so 1 X, 2 Y, 3 A. 1X, 2Y, 3A. And I'll get rid of it. Cool. And it's down the path. Go on, it's gone. Right. That's tutorial 2, and then we've got tutorial 3 before we head into our first real mission. Honestly, for the tutorial levels, you probably don't even need a floor map. I mean, we'll see how the rest of it goes, but I don't think so. Right, make good use of the zoom function. So this makes use of the zoom function because we can walk in and we can zoom in and see the order. So we've got B, X, A, Y, B, X, A, Y, and we can transport. Obviously the puzzles get more complicated and more involved than just looking for specific ordering of things. These are just like the tutorial stuff. Right. So we've got left is circle. So left is circle. X is square, which is the third one. Up is star, which is the final one. So we just have to find the missing code. What are we looking for? What shape is it? A triangle? Ah, A is triangle. It's A is diamond, sorry. I don't know fucking shapes here. Right, so we've got left, A, X, up. That should be alright. So this gives us X-ray vision. So we can see here. So right, left, down, up. I think that was. Cool. The spell discoverable in other rooms can be used. Okay. That was left AX up. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, presumably. There we go. Wasn't aiming the right place. Let's try again. Oh, we got it. I didn't think the spell cast properly, but it did. There we go. So that was a little bit more of an in-depth puzzle because you had to use the X-ray vision and kind of rely on shapes, but it was still relatively simple. Things do get a lot more complicated. Right, so here's where things start to get a little bit more complex. The Maison De Door. So here we've got like a pink door with 3 little wavy symbols. I don't think that's transferred on our map. Okay, we do have a code on there, so 4 A's brings us to the entrance. Right, I don't remember this at all, so we've got a pink door with 3 waves. I'm going to make a note of that. And we have a red door with like some kind of weird spirally thing, and the code is BXYA. Okay, BXYA it is. So that brings us to the guest room. It doesn't save the code, so none of this goes to the guest room. This is why it's easier if you've got the printed floor plans, because you can kind of do that. Okay. So this, on the floor plans, you have more information, which I say you can choose with select. So here you've got an X, a down and an A. So BX down A. So this would be A down X B. I think. Yeah. A down X B. Cool. That brings us to the corridor. I've got yellow with Star of David. Okay, so we've got the... This is where we're going to have to figure out some stuff. Oh, so see, we've got the reverse of this door. So blue, which presumably is the... I don't know, like a candlestick or something? This is down. The first spell might be written on the first floor. Okay, cool. Right, so we're going to have to go between rooms and check out the other doors. So let's see if we can find out any other door codes from the other rooms. We've got all 4 doors now and their symbols, but we need to find out the codes. So there's nothing in here. So we'll go back to the guest room. Right, so red is A. There's your blue door, which I missed before. Corridor. This is how things start to get a little more complicated. Right, so you can't see. Maybe there's some more on the floor plan. So we've got a B and an up. So I think B is pink because the pink door, if you remember, had the little arc on the top. So I'm going to have to guess that B is pink and yellow is up. So our code, if I'm right, will be B for pink, the blue is down, the red is A, and then up is yellow. So B down, A up. Let's go see if this works on our ghosty little friend, which has a really cool little design. I like the design of these ghosts. They've got nice little children's drawings-like look to them. So B down, A up. No. Oh. This is from the reverse side, isn't it? Hang on a second. Maybe we have to go to the other side to find out the code. Oops. So, here we go. So this is the blue painting. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 going down. Okay. What was the fucking code for this? A down XB. Right, so we want to start with down, so down A up B. Down A up B. There we go. Boom. You see, you've got some interesting puzzles like that, so now we're actually in the main part of the game. You see how things are starting to get more interesting? And this is just the first level. I'd forgotten about all these fucking puzzles, to be honest. Not gonna lie, my memory's terrible. I can't remember a game I played 200 years ago. Right, so anyway, property 5. Mr. Kobeya's mansion. This mansion is a little bit more complicated. I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Or a bigger piece of paper at least, but we'll see. So we've got lots of different letters which correspond to these. I don't think it corresponds to doors. It doesn't look like it's matching to doors. Well, we'll soon piece things together as we go along. Okay, 30 minutes. So I would say this code is up, right, left. So let's make a note of this code. Up, right, left. First, have a look at the doors. So we're at the entrance. So this is B. Oh, we've got another which is X, Y, A, B. Right, so let's make a note of the second code. X, Y, A, B. There you go, white door there. Right, we'll use this one first. So up, right, left. That sends us to somewhere. Okay, so we have to piece together where we are, because we have different codes here. Let's go back to the start, because we had a single white door there. So I'm guessing, is there a single corridor? Yeah, so it could be this A area. It's a shame you can't make notes on these maps, which is why I get you to print them, I suppose. I have a feeling that this area with the A, which I'm going to jot down here, is where our code takes us to. So let's go up, right, left. Right, so this is... No, this is like an L shape, so it can't be this room. It must be the one in the top corner. Must be. I don't know if you can see, but like in the top left, like here, where I'm sort of pointing, I can't point to it on the actual map. But that point, let's see if I can move the camera just to show you. Ah! I'm ruining everything. Right, so here, this room, that's where I reckon it's walking us to. So I'm going to link that to this little room with the A and the X. So let's see what we've got of note here. So if we're looking at this angle, there'd be a white door here, and then we've got like a star with a ball. It would definitely be a lot easier if we had the floor plans, but I haven't printed out the floor plans because this was like a last minute idea for a stream, doing this one. Right, next to the balls, we've got a grid with 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next to here, we have 1, 3, 4, 5. So presumably 1 is missing. And then we've got 1 star, got a star above, 2 stars, and then a star below. Okay, presumably it's a link to something. Right, now let's try our other one. X, Y, A, B. Whoops, it would help if I input it correctly. So we're going to walk somewhere. I think we'll do the same idea again. We'll have a look. So this might be the room that I had in mind before. So this is either going to be A or it's going to be the AY room. So let's see if we've got a double door. That looks like a double door to me. Okay, so this must be the AY room. So we'll make a note of this being the AY room. And we'll see what we've got in here. So for a start, we've got a pink double door here. I don't think that matters, but we'll make a note of it anyway. We have a star in the A point, and then we have a ball and a star at the Y point. I think, if you remember our other room, which we'll go back to just a moment, so we'll go up, right, right, left, we had this, and I think this is going to correspond to the code. So if you think we had, in the other room, we had a ball and a star, which I think could relate to 3 potentially. Possibly 2, but we don't have information for 2. So I think it's going to be 3. Theoretically. Which means that if it is 3, then we're going to be using the Y button. Presumably. Anyway, let's walk back to that other room and start piecing these puzzles together. Okay, so we've got a ball and a star, and we've got a star by itself. Any other clues? So we've got this code here, which I'm going to make a note of, which is down, right, up, left, down, right. Now, I think there was a solution for this, maybe in the other ring. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be down, right, down, up. So I'll make a note of that. Down, right, down, up. Okay, that's definitely working. So where's this going to send us to? Some gander here. So we've got a cross-shaped room and we have our little ghost demon. So the cross-shaped room is in the middle. So we're looking for a set of double. Maybe. Okay, so that double door is down here. Which means that here, with the star, this is X. And that's star. Okay, we have the other part of the clue, which is ball. So let's complete our code a little bit. So number 1 is just the lone star. Number 2 is ball. Number 3 is ball star. 4 is star. And 5 is star ball, and 6 is just ball. Okay, so now we have to piece together these parts of the code. So going back to where we were before, the star by itself was A. Ball, did we find ball? I don't think we did. We have star, so star is 4, and star here is the X, so we can say 4 is X. What else can we piece together? We've got star ball, which is 5, and star ball was an X. Ball is an A. So we're only missing ball star. Oh no, ball star we have. Ball star was Y, which makes our code AAYXX. Oh, we have the ball by itself. Missing one. Ball by itself. Could that be in the first room? Let's go and ball by itself is there. Ball by itself is B. I see. So I think we've solved this puzzle. So if we go back to that other room, down, right, down, up, let's face our demonic friend. And we'll try out the code that we've pieced together. AAYXXB. Looking good. Eradicate. So there you go. So things do get more complex, and pen and paper is a definite must. There's no way you can do this just by remembering. So that's the only gripe about it, is if you're not capable of doing like pen and paper stuff, so if you've not really got the facility for it, or if you think that's too much of a pain in the ass, this game probably isn't for you. However, if you don't mind doing that, then this is a game that's going to be pretty darn compelling, as far as I'm concerned at least. I would definitely say download the floor plan there. Hopefully, if you've got like a PDF editor or something on your computer where you can like draw on top of them, that might help. I suppose you could open up in Paint or something and just kind of make notes there. Or if you have a tablet, you can do one. Otherwise, print them off, use a pen. Anyway, Forgotten Museum. So this is one of our thematic levels. So there are some that have like a different theme, like we've got pyramid here, forest building, campsite, which is one here, science and mathematics lab. That one was a pretty intense one from what I remember. Math skills required. Sense of direction required. That was a hard one. I don't have a sense of direction. Morse tower, so that one required sound, so we can't do that one anyway. Printed map required. Anyway, we'll go to this one, the Forgotten Museum, which is a museum theme. So this one isn't a house building, this one's a museum theme. So things get a little bit more complex because there's no numbers or symbols or anything like that. Instead we have things like fruit. So if you look here, we do have some kind of tables which, so if you've got a printed map, that chart will be a lot easier. But first we'll solve the puzzles that we can actually see, shall we? Right, so I'm going to start with cherries. I don't know whether to draw them or whether to write down the name. I'll draw them. Cherries, bananas, Christ, grapes, lemon. Just to show you how good my drawings are, that's the state of my drawings. Absolutely fucking dreadful. But hopefully it's sufficient. Right, and we've got like a little bit of a puzzle here as well. So this conspicuous looking thing, looks a bit like me to a switch. So those look like directions. So I would say that we've got cherries. I think I'm going to draw a D-pad, and then we've got cherries here. We've got a spoon and a fork. Yeah, we've got a lemon. We got a glass. Fucking hell, my drawings are dreadful. Okay, in your buttons, we've got X, Y, A, B. And we've got grapes for X. We've got, fuck is that, apple? Strawberry. Right, we've got a strawberry. Oh, I can fucking draw a strawberry anyway for A. We've got a... That's an apple for B. Can't draw a fucking apple. I'm a teacher and I can't even draw basic stuff, which is always a handy tool to have as a teacher, but there you go. Okay, and the rest we can ignore. So if we're following this code, if we get cherries, which is O, we've got bananas, which is Y, we've got grapes, which is X, we've got a lemon, which is right. So, therefore, our code must be up, Y, X, right. There we go. Rules and order. So this is a walk one, so rules and order. We'll make a note of where that sends us. Okay. So we've got a thing here, so we've got knives and forks. I don't get it. Don't get it. Right, so we've got cutlery here. We've got an apple. We've got we've got spoon and a fork, so that's what we had before. We've got bananas. We've got a glass. So presumably this is going to tell us our next code by looking at this. So it looks like that we start at the top with apple. So apple is A. And then we go into the glass, and the glass is down. Then it looks like we're going to the left, which is the knife and fork, which is left. And the final one at the bottom is, what the fuck was it? Bananas. Bananas is Y. Therefore our code is A down, left, Y, I suppose. But instead of going on, we'll have a look at this some more. Looks like pairs. Let's have another code. So we've got our pair picture, and 1 is obviously in the middle, then 2, and then 3 bottom left. 4 is top left, 5 top right. Do we have anything that matches that though? We do not. We do have a picture though. Let's draw a picture frame of some bananas. And we have another picture frame which has some cherries and a lemon. So I'll draw some cherries, draw a lemon. Just so you can see what I'm doing, there you go, 2 pictures, and then we've got like a little pear picture. So we're going to make some little notes here. Right, let's try out our code from before then. Let's see if we've got this right. So A down, left, Y. Oh. A strawberry, B's an apple. My fucking drawings. That's where I'm going wrong. B down, left, Y. There we go. Right, so that gets us to still right on plate. Which is the third out of the 4 rooms. So we must be close to finding out our solution. Oh, so here we've got... Right, so this is going to link to the other thing. So we've got a lemon. We've got a fucking strawberry. Ah! I'm trying to balance and draw at the same time. So we've got a strawberry here. We've got a glass at the top left. We've got our bananas. And we've got cutlery. Which I can't draw for the fucking life of me. That's good. Okay. Got another photo of 3 apples. Which I'm not entirely sure what that means. But we'll draw it for the time being. And we've got another one with some cherries. Oh, and another one with an apple and glass. Presumably the final room is going to tie together these portraits. The portraits seem the most complicated, so I'm guessing that's the eradication spell. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a duty. Let's go back to rules and order, which is up, Y, X, right. Yes, we have a tag on this. So the tag is at the top left. Right, let's go back to still life on plate, which was B, down, left, Y. So we've got the tag in the top right here, which means that 4 is actually top right and not top left. Top right, not top left. I forget my camera reverse, so it's hard to show it. So we've got lemon, which is right. Then afterwards we have banana, which is Y. And right, Y. Then we have cutlery, which is left. Wait, no? Yeah. Then strawberries, which is A. And finally glass, which is down. So right, Y, left, A, down. Hey! And that gets us to man waiting dinner. Definitely better if you download the floor maps. Okay, so this is going to be our final code. So we've got 2 cherries. No, 2 strawberries. Yeah. I'm drawing 2 fucking cherries here. Okay, now. Then we've got something else. Then we've got 4 sets of cherries. Then something else. Then something else. And then like a fuck ton of apples. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Got another picture with knife and fork. Or the cutlery, spoon and fork rather. And then we've got this, which is apple, glass, glass. So apple, glass, glass. If we're looking at our code, okay, now I have to go all the way back. I should have got like a bigger notepad of paper. Apple, glass, glass is B, down, down. So B, down, down, I imagine will be an X-ray spell or something. Oh no, noisy dining table. Okay, this is back to the start. So we've got something here. We've got another plate with 2 lemons and some grapes. Let's see what lemon grape is. Let's see if that's actually a code. So that's rye X. I'm not sure if that's a code. Maybe I'm thinking about the wrong thing. Rye X. That's nothing. Okay, I'm just wasting time. Oh, that's going to be these. Yeah, so that's in the middle of our code. So we've got lemon, grapes. Weirdly. Let's go back to man waiting for dinner. Let's see what we can get from that. Oh, so we've got the... Maybe it's a long code. Hang on. So we have a glass. Let's go back to putting this. So we have a glass and we have a spoon. Then we've got something, and then here we have a fork. Right, so if we think of 2 strawberries, this could be like a really long code. So strawberries is A. So we're going to put down 2 A's. A. Then we have a glass, which is down. Spoon? No idea, because spoon are together. Which is maybe left. I'm going to put left in brackets for now, because I'm not entirely sold on that. Then we have cherries, but we've got 4 cherries. Which is up. And then we've got nothing, which confuses me. And then we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 apples. So we've got, that seems too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't seem right. Nothing on the ceiling, is there? Because what's the deal with these? We've got the fork and the spoon there. I honestly do not remember this puzzle. We may not be solving this puzzle because I am stumped. Right, we'll go to B down again. Like, what's all this shit? Presumably I don't need the touchscreen for this. At least I don't remember using the touchscreen like ever. So those aren't going to be necessarily anything. I suppose. So let's go to the next room, which is rules and order. Up, Y, X, right. So we've got the bananas here. This is what I don't get. Thanks for the hints. I'm sure I've looked in all these places though. This is what I don't get though. I don't get the one in the top right. Maybe you have to count how many there are. Nah. Maybe? Like here, you're counting how many of the pairs there are. Would you count how many of the others there are? I'm not sure. B, down, left, Y. I don't get these pairings. I'll tell you what, go on then. We have a little code here. Let's see if we can find out some hints. Because honestly I'm stuck, because I'm a little bit stupid. Except it's not working, you know. I can't get my QR reader to work. Never mind. We'll try and figure this out then. I am honestly stumped. Right Y, down A, down. I honestly do not remember this answer at all. Because we've got 1, 2, 3. This is definitely the code. Maybe just use it one time, but then what would be the point of the other pictures? This is saying take note of the thing by the door, and also in the back right corner, so no, that's just a monster. Oh no, that's the previous room, still life on plate. I'm honestly stumped. Right, okay, well I'm stumped, so we're just gonna leave it there. This will require a little time in order to figure out, but that's the general gist of Madorica Real Estate. Unfortunately I'm not very good at puzzle games, so we kind of got stumped on the third proper level, is it? Yeah, 1, 2, third proper level, and I'm already getting stumped. But you know, as I say, I'm not really into puzzle games, so I tend to be a bit stale with them. But this is a fantastic game. I would definitely recommend pen and paper, and I would definitely recommend doodling on the floor plans. You can download the floor plans as it says, and then you can either draw them on your tablets, or you can print them out and draw with pen and paper. However you want to do it, I would definitely recommend doing it that way. That's how I did it originally. I played the game and I had paper spread out across the entire floor, and I had a whale of a time. It was tricky, like there's some of them like this one where I was absolutely stumped. And as you can see from the time limit, it's not expecting you to do them particularly fast. Like the final one's like 50 minutes, which I think is the longest one. Yeah, usually between 30 and 50 minutes. So they expect you to spend a fair amount of time solving the puzzles because they do kind of get more complex. Although some of them I find, because they revolve around different puzzles, some can be easier than others depending on how your mind connects to the puzzles. But either way, this was Madorica Real Estate. Thank you very much for joining. It's a game, as I say, adore, and nobody fucking knows about it. I would definitely recommend it. With regards to the price, I honestly have no idea. I picked it up on a sale, but it was a kind of a small sale. I think it was only like 20% off or something, and I kind of just did it on a whim, thinking this sounds like it could be interesting. But with regards to the actual price and how much it generally goes on sale for, I couldn't tell you. I want to say it goes for like 10, 20 or something. 13 euros, which I would say is a definite great price. So I reckon I probably got it for about 10 euros or something. It goes on sale for 9 euros apparently. 9 euros is the lowest it's been on sale for at the moment, which is a relatively low price. I mean, it's what, third off more or less. But to be honest, I mean, a third off is still only like 3 euros to be honest. So if this interests you and you're into kind of puzzle games and you like ones that you can really get your teeth into, I would recommend just going for this at 12 euros. I definitely had hours worth of entertainment. To give you an idea, because I've only played through this once, 5 hours or more. So I reckon it probably took me, I think those timers are really bad, so I think it probably took me maybe about 5 or so hours to get through the game. But it was a fantastic 5 hours. I did enjoy my time spending that I spent with it. So go buy it if you like puzzle games, and hopefully I'll see you next time. As I said, there will be a bit of a gap before I join you next, but hopefully not too long. Bye everyone.